Hi guys, good afternoon everyone. It's May 22, 2020. It's 12:49 in the afternoon here in the Philippines. And for those people who are also trading the cryptocurrency, I think this video is for you. And let's try to take a look at the top 10 currencies that we have in the coinmarketcap.com. Okay, so this would be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, uh, Bitcoin SV, Litecoin, Binance Coin, EOS, and Tezos. There you have it. And we are going to use, let me just pull this up. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, oh, hold on. XRP, BCH, BSV, LTC, BNB, and EOS and XTZ. EOS, XTZ. Okay, and then we go here. Okay, so of course, Bitcoin. So this is tradingview.com, guys. Okay, all right. So the marks that you see here were my previous um, analysis, and wow, um, looks like we're heading south again for this crypto for this for Bitcoin. So we initially plotted our support at the MA20 line. We're using a Bollinger Band, by the way. The three lines that you have here is part of the Bollinger Band. And look at this. This used to be our support, right? Right at the MA20 line. And these areas used to be your resistance over here. And as of today, looks like the entire candlestick is heading south. Look at that, it broke that line. If you see it, yes, it's about to break. Therefore, I'd say let us be extra careful unless you want to short this. When I say short, that means you're betting for this coin to go down. And if it goes down, then that's in your favor. Okay, so long means you want it to go up, and when it goes up, you're profitable. Here, shorting. If you want to do that, then I think it'll be on your side. That's the sentiment right now. And where could it possibly drop next? This area. Okay, let me just plot that for you guys. This is the next possible area of stop. The reason why we said that is because we see this. Okay, here over here, support levels. Well, we had some consolidation here and then overshoot there. We also had some stops here. So that is the next possible drop as of the moment. Sometimes it happens in just one day. Look at this big drop in just one day. But in some occasions it takes several days. Okay, but know that it will possibly drop up to 8,471.94. Next would be Ethereum. Ethereum, same case. This is your resistance, and looks like it even respected our resistance. I did not change this. The lines you have here came from my analysis in my video back on the 9th of May. Yeah, I had a video on the 9th of May, and these were the markings that I created. And look at this. When was March 9? Yeah, we're here. So we said that that was your resistance, and it went down, went up again, and retested your resistance. So far, um, it's it was really meant to happen. You know why? This drop is really meant to happen because of this. While we are flatlining there at the resistance area, your RSI is showing some decline in momentum. That means people are already finding that area as an expensive stop. So it's a bit expensive at that point. So not a lot of people are already interested in buying some more. And you notice the size of the candlestick as we reach higher, it becomes smaller. The body of the candlestick becomes smaller. Look at that. So this one, that's actually a doji. So as you move higher and closer to the line up there, the size of your candlestick is becoming smaller and smaller. And what I can say here at the moment is that I expect and I see that it'll move move down again. You know what's interesting in cryptocurrency is that it just simply follows the movement of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin goes down, then the rest of the coins or altcoins are also heading south. So I will not be surprised if this too is going to go down. And I won't preempt, but everything is just spontaneous. I have not seen the other coins yet, but I will look at it as we move along. But as early as now, I can say that looks like we are going to have the same fate for the other coins. USDT, okay. This one over here has been on a flat line for a long time. Well, take note, guys, when you do this, the in the search result, there are several res- uh, yeah, there are several results because it depends on which platform you are using. See that? So this one, for example, is from Bittrex. Then there's Kraken, and there's also, so the others I'm not very familiar, but I'm also a user of Bittrex. But let's see that. So in Bittrex, the sentiment is also heading south. As you can see, it's green as of today because the market is open. Cryptocurrency is open 24 hours a day. So that's why you cannot really be certain if this is really going to end on a green. But here in the Philippines, the new candlestick is formed around 8:30 in the morning. Now, this one over here, see that? It's moving. Um, the sentiment is heading south as well. So the Bollinger Band you have here, it's green, red, and green at the bottom over here. It's expanding, right, from a very constricted Bollinger Band. I even drew this line over here. It used to have a consolidation in this area, then it got broken. This line over here, May 15th, that was your big drop there, and it managed to recover. However, we ended the day with this candlestick outside of the lower Bollinger Band. So that means it will trigger some more declines. And we are in fact correct. Um, it did, and looks like the trigger is not yet over. It will potentially go down some more. Okay, where could it possibly stop? This is too noisy over here. So you can go down weekly or even monthly. Wow, on your monthly chart, it's super noisy. The wicks that you see, the thin lines that you see right there, that means at one point the price reached those levels, 1.09 and here 1.14 level. So what do we mean by that? This is a monthly chart. Every candlestick here means 1 month worth. And within the month, at one point it reached as high as this and it reached as low as this. And that is your wick. And the body means, if this is the body, right, green candlestick, when the month opened, the price started at this level. The month ended and the price already reached this level, a little higher. But within the entire month, it could go up and down, and that results in a wick. Okay, so going back to the daily chart here, see, it's also potentially going to move downwards more. But I we don't really know how far, because sometimes the wicks are so long. So, but then again, be extra careful because the sentiment of the market is heading south. Next would be XRP. XRP also is moving so slow and heading south as well. Look at that. This red line is our MA20 line. That's also part of the Bollinger Band. This is, I think, going to also head south, and the next drop would be, or it will test around 18.59 level. 18 point, no, point 14143, but just take note of the point 18 area. Okay, the reason why we said that that is going to test this level is because I see consolidation, support build up here, and a resistance build up here. That means your previous resistance, when we are now much higher than that, because at one point we broke that resistance and we started to move higher, it'll go back to your previous resistance this time around, potentially create a support in this area over here that created a support. So that means there's a big chance that it will respect that support and make a probably a, this one also here touched that same area. So this could be a what, 1 2 3, or 1 and 2, double bottom or triple bottom if you consider this is the second drop. But definitely that's the area to watch out for. Next would be a BCH. Oh, BCH, see that? Sentiment is going down. So where could it drop next? Well, very near to the area that we have at the moment. Let me just put this lower. Let's just use this instead. Oops. Okay, let us use this line. And it's a bit thick, so let's make it thinner. Okay. Do you see that? So from where it is at right now, you screen to the left. Do you see an area where we have some consolidation? This is your first one. You also had your resistance here, and this also created a support at that level. Therefore, your previous resistance, rule of thumb, when we're higher than that, when it goes back, now becomes your support. I'm not saying it will not break that, but it will first test that area. So you might see some, consolidation happening there and then bounce, or it can also break. However, if it breaks, where could it possibly drop? Uh-huh. You can test this area possibly. Okay, that area first. Or let's try the weekly chart. Okay, so it could possibly drop at this level. Here, yeah, at that level. Yes. Next possible drop for this is at the 196.55. Let's see how it looks like on your daily chart. Okay. Alright, so we are correct. It's just at that range. Okay, so you see this? Support here as well. and was also touched here, and this one is resistance. So that means yes, it could possibly test this. If it breaks, and it will go down up to 196.55. So if you're considering shorting, then that's your gain. BSV. BSV. Okay, same, very minimal movements here. So let's see if it will respect our next support. So we understand that most of the what coins or cryptocurrencies are heading south. It's just a matter of identifying where could it possibly drop. Now, if you want to short this, short it up until this level. Okay, 181.9. Okay, so that's the difference between, well, in the US market, you can also do shorting. Here, you can also do shorting in cryptocurrency. When the price goes down, you can also bet on it. BSV, LTC. Well, for this stock, for this cryptocurrency, let us see if it will uh, officially bounce. But this is our support. Yeah, this is our support. So if the market gives you a chance at that level, then go ahead. So if you want to try it out, confirm it first. When it touches 41.61, you see a green engulfing candlestick like this one, right? It stopped right there, but the next day it managed to recover, and then it's engulfing the previous day, meaning the body of the candlestick is much bigger than the previous day. It's engulfing it. That means it's your sign that it will now go on a, it'll change its direction. So it indeed happened, but the lift in price is not that much. Let me see how far did it reach. Well, it reached as high as 11%, so that was already your opportunity at maybe 8 to 9% realistically, because you can never really 100% catch the peak, highest and the lowest. So that's a good 9% gain for you. What about BNB? BNB also heading south. Look at that, because it has also been on a steady climb, and so I feel that this is just about to rest at the 13. If it'll rest 13.68 level, and it's very obvious there. This is your resistance, became a support at one point, touched right here, and your Bollinger Band, you see the red line, it's pointing downwards, it's triggering that decline. So yes, it will most likely drop. EOS. EOS, same story, and we would like to plot our support right here. Okay, and you know why, right? Because of this being your resistance. Always refer to support and resistance. That's one thing. If you know how to do that, then that will be your first entry to trading, the world of trading. You can already trade with just mastering that. Okay, so yes, it will most likely drop, and if it gives you a chance here and it bounces at that area, then that's a good entry price. I think considering we have this as a size or volume for today, that's a good sign. However, we don't know yet, because it's just what, midday, so anything can still happen within the day. EOS, and the last would be XTZ. XTZ, okay, we're just Right. So we also managed to move. That's a steep climb over there, and it already rested and bounced a little bit, but the climb is, momentum is slowly dying down. So let's see if it will retest 2.43. That's the support level that we see at the moment. It will potentially drop at that line and then retest. Test will, and we'll see if it will bounce. If it doesn't, then that's a scary one because it's, we're already up there, and it could potentially drop in any of these points over here. But we'll plot that again in our next episode. Let us see first if those lines that we have plotted will be respected. In the meantime, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, um, I do daily stock market insights. I also check out the US market, but mostly Philippine market. And go ahead and drop a comment if you'd like me to review uh, other cryptocurrencies, because this is one type of charting that I am doing. I also review cryptocurrency. So go ahead and drop a comment if you want other coins to be also reviewed, and hit the like if you like this video. In the meantime, thank you for watching the video, and you have a great one. Bye bye.